A man one day was asked, "If you could go to heaven or remain here on earth, what would you do?" His humble response was, "What is the difference? Jesus is present in body and blood, soul and divinity, both here on earth and in heaven. I am sure that it is just as easy to drive to church to visit him in the tabernacle as it would be to march across the streets of heaven." We can experience Christ's presence in so many wonderful ways. A sunrise, the gurgling laughter of a happy child, the beauty of nature, in a dear friend so close to us, in the magnificent music performances. And so the lists can go on and on. However, I should like us to focus on a presence that is exceedingly precious in the Catholic Church, the Eucharistic presence. When we spend quality time before Christ, fully present in body and blood, soul and divinity, in a consecrated host, miracles begin to happen. Transformation happens. New life and joy happens. In that presence, we will experience Christ, who is utterly in love with us. He would be our lover, as we will experience. We'll be taken aback by his utter vulnerability and his sense of abandonment by his friends. We'll experience Christ as our healer, as he opens his arms to welcome us home, time after time after time. And we'll experience Christ waiting anxiously for our visit, so that he may release his unfathomable grace, so anxious to be poured over us. So, be prepared for a mind-blowing experience as we open ourselves to the real presence of Christ in the consecrated host. I am Sister Silvia from the Diocese after R. I would like to spend the next few days reflecting a bit what it means to truly be present, to Christ truly present to us in his Eucharistic presence. That in the end, going to worship him in his Eucharistic presence won't be a burden, but something we look forward to, something we will become excited about. I'm going to use a book by Randy Klaus, the title being Jesus Says, "Come, sit with me a while." He has taken and quoted conversations by Jesus to those who are, to the saints who are kneeling before him in adoration. Among other saints we have Saint Faustina, Saint Alphonsus de Liguori, Saint Bridget, and many others. Now I understand we cannot always go to the church to adore Christ either in the tabernacle or when he is exposed in the monstrance. So I suggest for those who are not able to do so, to make a sacred space in your home, anywhere where you live, a place that's only for you and your meeting with Christ. Decorate it a little bit with a lovely cloth, a candle, a holy card with the monstrance holding the sacred host. Use a little plant, but make it a personal, sacred space for you. And Jesus says, "You are here now, but Satan will still try to win the battle, hoping to get something, anything, to stand between us so that Jesus can't be seen by you or by me." What may some of those blockages be? Could it be doubting the presence of Christ? Would it be an occupied mind, a feeling of inner distance, not really knowing what to do with the silence. Maybe there is too much activity, too much singing, too much verbal prayer, not allowing for that intimate silence so necessary to encounter Christ. 2 simple actions might just help us here. Become aware of your breath till you reach some inner silence. Gazing at the host, you may be struggling to really believe in the actual presence of Christ there. The Christ who was born for us, the Christ who walked the roads with us, the Christ who died for us, the Christ who gave us the Eucharist, and the Christ who rose from death. We may not be able to see that. So we make an act of faith and we say to Christ, "My Jesus, you are here in your fullness. I trust you, I believe in your presence here before me." And then hear Jesus say to you, "And I am so happy that you are here before me, for I have longed for your visit." And this is indeed true. So I ask you to spend some time just reflecting on that truth, Christ and myself present to one another.